Hi guys, Giselle Trujillo here, and it is today July 29th, 2020, and this is vlog number 2. I have to be honest, you guys, it is so difficult to vlog, to video and edit, so I'm doing this like on a very organic level. I'm just kind of like recording, and I'm just like not even gonna edit. I'm just gonna throw it out there, almost like a live streaming, but it's not live because it's not right this second, and I'm not gonna post it right this second. I'm gonna look at it, make sure it's normal and good and it's of nice quality, and then send it to you guys. But I gotta be honest with you, it is so difficult to record and edit and then put content out there. It's like I have so many videos that I've recorded, but I never get to put them out there, which is so crazy because I have like thousands of videos and footage. But I'm gonna try to put it out there, even though it's a little dated, whatever. It's still good stuff, and I'll try to eventually get it out there for you guys. Anyways, I don't know. I just want to say thank you to all those vloggers out there and give them a lot of merit and props. Thank you guys, because of you guys, you make the internet so much more fun. And I love watching videos by people who are organic, natural, and have something of good, solid content to talk about. So thank you to all those vloggers out there who have made the internet so much more fun with their DIYs, with their just instructional videos, learning videos, educational videos, cooking videos, travel vlogging. I mean, there's so many out there, but they're so good, and these guys put so much work and effort into building such a great community, and it's awesome. So I'm late to the game right now, I know, but it's okay. I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm trying to do the best I can anyways. So with that said, how's everyone doing today? How is everyone coping with this COVID situation, leave your comments below. Let me know how you guys are doing. I'm interested to know how everyone across the world is managing, and what you're doing to stay sane and happy and positive and optimistic. So I have a few minutes. My little man, is sleeping right now, so this is the only time I kind of have to record something. So this is gonna be vlog number 2, right? And like I said, this is not an easy task. This is not an easy thing. I wish I just had cameras on me and someone would take care of the editing and all the posting and stuff, but I can't. I'm doing this on my own, on top of everything, and I've chosen to do so. So I just want to share something with you guys. Yesterday I was in the hospital all day. Again, this is hospital visit like number 2 in less than 4 months. And I've always been a really healthy woman. I've always been super healthy, drug-free, alcohol-free, cigarettes-free, marijuana-free, And I've always been just kind of like, against so many things. And now in 2020, for some reason, I've developed all these weird rare diseases. Well, one rare disease. And for me, it's just like mind-boggling, because I've always been so healthy, and I've always tried to be healthy, and here I am not feeling very healthy, and I'm taking medication and stuff. I'm taking steroids, which are like kind of messing with me. So I'm just kind of like, this is so frustrating. Anyways, I was in the hospital yesterday. I went in. I had such a crazy episode. So I had a toothache infection. I went to the dentist, and the dentist was like, okay, I'm going to prescribe you this and that, ibuprofen and amoxicillin. And yesterday, I don't know, the whole night before yesterday, I was in so much pain. I was like, this thing is really not working. So I called my dentist, and she's like, They're like, just wait, it's gonna get better before, you know, it takes 24 hours to 48 hours for the amoxicillin antibiotics to kick in, and you're breastfeeding and you're under, you know, steroids medication, so we have to be very careful. We can't give you everything, you know. So anyways, yesterday morning I woke up, I fell asleep with such a bad pain, just kind of dealing with it and crying it through. And then finally I wake up and I'm like, oh crap, I have to take my medicine. You know, I have to take my medication. So I woke up and like frantic. I was like, oh, my boyfriend had made breakfast. He's like, you need to eat first before you even think of taking any of these medication. And I said, but I'm late. I'm like an hour late. I gotta take it because I'm in throbbing pain again. He's like, no, here. Well, he made me a milkshake. He makes me, you know, fruit milkshakes every morning, both for breastfeeding and to be, you know, to have something good in my body. So he made me a raspberry milkshake, which was so delicious, and I drank it. I'm like, you know, slurping it up, and then I just popped the ibuprofen right in there with like an empty stomach. Even though it was a milkshake, it was an empty stomach. Like literally 2 minutes later, you guys, I was just like having this crazy anxiety, like was hyperventilating, I was having chills, I was freaking out, I started sweating, sorry to say, I was confused. I wanted to poop, I wanted to vomit, I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, I was going crazy. I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? He's like holding me, he's like, oh my God, you're okay. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like crying, I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind. And all of a sudden my hands start cramping up like this, like in weird shapes, and I'm just like, what's going on? I've never seen that. I've never experienced my hands cramping like that. It was so weird to watch. Like, it was just horrible. So he saw that and he was just like, I'm calling the ambulance. This is not normal. So he calls the ambulance. The ambulance picks me up, go into emergency. Turns out that my potassium was so low. They had to feed me 3 bags of potassium, 1 bag of IV saline solution, and they discharged me. I was like, please let me go. They're like, okay, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna let go, but you have to be really, really careful. So the moral of this video is to give you guys first-hand experience and share with you guys, when your potassium is low, you won't know, but you will get, if you have any signs of like breathing, oh, my heart palpitate. I was at 130 when my heart beat, you know, it was 130 and it was really high. So that's what kind of gave them the idea of checking, you know, doing blood work and stuff. Because in the hospitals, FYI, they don't check you for everything unless everything is going on at the same time. They check for what's emergent, for what's most important. So if you come in with a headache and this and that, so they have, you know, in their mind already, they know what they have to do, what they have to look for, but they do general blood work and stuff like that. So my heart rate was really high. It was at 130. And so they check for certain things in my blood, and one of them are the minerals, your potassium, your regular blood work. And my blood work, my potassium was so high. I mean, it was so low, pardon me. It was so low that they were like, okay, does your hands shriveling up like this? It was kind of paralysis. And that's what happens when your potassium is low, really, really low. You get the chills, your hands, your muscles, they tighten, they get stiff, they lock up. It could be, the one reason that I saw was for alcoholics get a lot of this, you know, a lot of low in potassium. It could be because, and I don't drink alcohol, I don't consume alcohol. So for me, one of the factors would have been probably the medications that I'm on. I had diarrhea for like 3 days in a row last week, and I was concerned about that. I told my doctors, and it was like, whatever. But so I landed in the hospital again, and now I'm better. But guys, just really, I can't stress enough how doctors are nice and good, and not all of them are the same, of course. But to be honest with you, you have to be your first line of attack. You have to take care of yourself first before anyone else can take care of you. I'm my own guinea pig right now. I seem to be learning a lot during this year about myself, because I'm going through these situations, and I'm learning, and I'm asking, and I'm learning and educating myself. So I don't want people out there to feel alone. Like, honestly, I'm telling you, your symptoms, if like, learn through me, learn through my mistakes and my medical negligence, or learn through my education, and that's what we're here for, to share what we can with each other. So I feel it's my duty to kind of share with you what I went through. So if you're low on potassium, you will notice your heartbeat starts to go fast. And one thing that low potassium attacks first is really your heart rate. Your heart is the first organ, the first thing to start failing. That's why it starts to pump really fast. Like you're having a heart attack and stuff like that. It starts to pump, and if it gets really, really bad, then you're gonna have problems with your heart for the rest of your life. So you have to be very, very careful. This stuff, it could be very tragic. Your low potassium, number one, I want to share with you that low potassium is very critical to the function of the heart, because it allows your muscles to keep moving and stuff like that. If you're low in potassium, your heart is not pumping, it's not going to pump well enough. It's going to stiffen up your muscles, it's going to hit them really hard, and then your heart's going to be overloaded, and you're at risk of a heart failure, death, heart attack, or something like that. So please be very, very careful. Dehydration, people who excessively work out get low potassium. And by the way, I ate a banana the night before, hours before I got sick. I ate a banana. At the hospital, I ate bananas. I eat bananas all the time. I eat avocados all the time. So I asked the doctors, I go, well, what's the highest in potassium that I can take? He goes, avocados are the best. And I looked it up this morning. That was yesterday that I was in the hospital. Today I looked it up. Potassium, high in potassium, is avocados, and we eat avocados all the time. One avocado has about 800 something milligrams of potassium, which is amazing. And believe it or not, between the 1 and 10 fruits and vegetables that I found that had potassium, avocados number 1, and number 10, the last one, would be bananas, which I love bananas, but obviously it doesn't have enough potassium as an avocado. So you guys out there, I'm just letting you know, you have to be super, super careful, because it can turn out to be deadly for you if your potassium goes really, really low. I believe your potassium is supposed to be between 3 and 5. Don't quote me on that, but my potassium was like a 2, and that's super low. It was like crazy low. So just be careful if your breathing starts to get heavy, if you notice tingling, if you notice that you've had if you vomited a lot and you've had a lot of diarrhea, that will drain your potassium. If you're peeing a lot, that will drain your potassium. And I do pee a lot. I'm drinking medication and stuff, and I'm drinking a lot of water because I'm taking these medication. I'm drinking a lot of fluids just to kind of keep myself hydrated. And plus, I have dermatomyositis, which I have to keep myself hydrated, otherwise my muscles fail, and we don't want that. My creatine levels, my CK levels were really, really low, which was great because that's normal. They were, I think, 20 or 30, and that's perfect. Because my creatine levels before, when I landed my first visit in the hospital, they were at 14,000 almost. So that was abnormally high, and they were just like, I don't even know how you're alive. So, guys, be very careful. For those that work out a lot, that pee a lot, that vomit a lot, that have a lot of diarrhea, and for those who drink a lot of alcohol, and for those who who have tingling sensation on your arms, on your legs, and feel heavy in the breathing, and have like uncertain kind of feel, be careful. That could be your potassium, and you need potassium in order for your heart to function properly, because if you don't have enough potassium, your heart will start malfunctioning and you're at risk of heart attack, heart failures, and death. So I'm blessed again, that the ambulance came to pick me up that quickly, and the hospital took great care of me. So that's my vlog number 2. Potassium, potassium, potassium. Must watch your potassium, you guys. This can save your life. All right, love you all. Let me know if you guys have had any experience with your muscles locking down like that out of nowhere, having that tingling feeling and having the hard to breathe. That has to do with your potassium. I'm learning this as I go. I'm learning this as I'm experiencing it. And I just want to share it with you guys. That's all I'm here for. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not here, I'm not a, a teacher or anything. I'm just simply giving you I'm just sharing with you what has happened to me. So hopefully it'll prevent it from happening to you, just so you have it in your mind. So this is important information. So if you guys have any questions, please write the comments down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you find my content interesting. I would greatly appreciate that, because I am trying my best to bring you guys good, interesting content, educative content. And I just want to, it's my duty to kind of it's my grain of salt in life. I'm here for that. So I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing by humanity and kind of help out as much as I can. So then again, you guys, all your support will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And I am feeling a little weak, but I'm feeling much better. My toothache is better. Finally, the amoxicillin is kicking in, so I'm happy about that. I'm dreading all this medical stuff that's happening to me. I'm dreading it because I've never foresaw that I would be in a situation where I have to be relying on medication, and I'm so against medication, but I have to take it just to kind of keep healthy and keep alive for now. So once I'm much better, I hope to be off all these treatments and be myself again. It's a lot of work. But it's definitely keeping me alive and healthy. So with that said, I'm just here to share with you guys my journey, and hopefully you guys learn something from it as well. Any questions, feel free to write your comments below. I will always answer them as promptly as I can. And be safe, be healthy, and love you all. All right, take care. Again, please try to subscribe to my channel if you're new. If you've already done so, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll do my best to keep blogging for you guys. All right, take care. Ciao.